own bills. You ain't got to worry about a nigga for shit. Sometimes I don't even want to answer my phone for a nigga, and that feel good because I got it. I got me. I got me, I got my kids, I got my family. Like, that's important. Like,
that was YungMiami seemingly talking about how she's had to make some big changes in her life, which from the sound of it involved kicking Diddy to the curb. However, it seems the decision wasn't exactly a walk in the park for her.
I was like, wow. I couldn't believe it. It kind of like made me nervous.
But it seems she didn't have a choice but to run, as Diddy's colorful past might have started to her.
Kim know all his deepest secrets. Kim probably told all that shit in her book. You understand? That up and got missing the day she died.
And it gets even darker.
Matter of fact, they sent me the girl pictures, like pictures of this girl, like not the shit that y'all saw. Worse, way worse. Like penetration pictures and
Nah, come on, man.
Diddy is no stranger to controversy. In fact, there are probably only a handful of creatives that have been caught up in half as many controversies as Diddy has over the past half a decade alone. From accusations of intentionally drafting bad contracts by people who have worked with him in the past, all the way to most recently, when his name was brought up in the discourse about Tupac's murder, it seems Diddy just might be a controversy magnet. However, all of these other accusations seem to have taken a back seat in recent times, as one of Diddy's exes just announced that the rapper might not have exactly been the ideal partner, with accusations of him allegedly physically assaulting her. While that came as a shock, it got even more shocking recently after people started to realize that YungMiami might have taken the news a little more seriously than the rest of the world. According to recent reports, it seems YungMiami might know something about the music mogul that the rest of the world might not be aware of, as the rapper seems to have allegedly taken a break from her very famous boyfriend. Under normal circumstances, this might just be two people in a relationship taking a break from each other. But in this case, it is coming right after one of the man's exes just came out to say she'd been assaulted while she was with him. Now, that on its own is Seuss, but Diddy seems to have a couple more skeletons in his closet. See, the mogul's ex, Cassie, who just came out about him, isn't the first person who's publicly called him out for not being the best partner, both romantically and in business. I mean, if most of the world can see this as a pattern with Diddy, imagine what someone who's in a relationship with the man is thinking. Well, it seems the only thing on the young rapper's mind all along might have been how to escape from what she believes to be impending danger. The star's most recent move seems to have cast a shadow on Diddy's already shady appearance to the public. And now, all people can talk about is exactly what YungMiami saw that made her instantly exit the space with Diddy. To most, it has to do with the recent accusations, while others seem to believe her move came from seeing Diddy's past with the women who have been with him. It seems both might be right, but there's a twist to all of this, so stay tuned till the end to get the full picture here.
He fired me.
Why?
I wasn't willing to do what was expected of me. Not talent-wise, but in other areas.
When YungMiami started dating Diddy, it was all everyone could talk about on the internet because most people felt like Diddy was too old to have something with someone like YungMiami. Besides the age gap that existed, there is also the fact that Diddy had a bad reputation. So most people expected that Miami would at least thread carefully with the mogul. Well, it seems that might be exactly what she's doing now, as reports just came out that the No Bars rapper might be steering clear of the situation. According to reports from YungMiami's camp, it seems she might have been plotting her exit even before the most recent damaging news about her man came out. Per the news, YungMiami's friend told Media Takeout that she spoke with Diddy over the weekend, and they both decided to put their relationship on pause for now. While everyone knows exactly why the pair seem to be taking a pause, the explanation from YungMiami's friend points to the fact that this whole thing might be slightly more complicated than meets the eye. Carisha's friend explained, "With everything going on, YungMiami is just staying out of it. Who knows what the future holds, but for now, they both decided that it's best to just put things on break." With news breaking of YungMiami seemingly running for her life, fans started to dig into some details of the rapper's relationship with Diddy, and it seems she might have not been entirely safe herself. One person, after seeing a post of Diddy's more than a little extravagant apology to her, wrote, "Remember when Diddy sent YungMiami all those flowers after an argument and took her on multiple vacations? I hope she's not letting the same thing Diddy did to Cassie happen to her." Another user with a similar point of view wrote, "An abuser just don't abuse one woman. He abuses all of his women. After what I just read, I'm actually concerned for YungMiami too. Like that just don't come to a halt." However, some other people don't seem to think she's as innocent as everyone is making it seem. They wrote, "NJL telling YungMiami to save herself? She seemed like the type that would be down with it. She also seemed like the type to help hide his abuse of other women. Nothing about that woman screams good person to me, IDK." Although most people may not be fully aware, this isn't the first time YungMiami has seemingly raised alarm about Diddy. The first wave came when she admitted that they were never officially together. At the time, she asserted that she and Diddy were both single, but were also seeing each other. It must be difficult to understand, right? Well, she opened out about her viewpoint in an interview with XXL magazine. And it's very interesting. "We are dating, we're single, but we're dating," she said at the time. "People don't know what dating means. He's single, I'm single, but we're dating. That's what I mean when I say we go together. When we're together, we're together. We're having the time of our lives, but we're still single." Well, we can't exactly blame the businesswoman for threading carefully now with Diddy, as the reports that recently came from Cassie painted him out to be a monster. According to reports, the singer, whose real name is Cassandra Ventura, filed a lawsuit that claimed Diddy often tried to control her when they were dating by taking drugs, physically hurting her, and forcing her to have ass with male prostitutes on camera. She also claimed that Diddy forced his way into her home in 2018 and SUSA her. After years in silence and darkness, I am finally ready to tell my story and to speak up on behalf of myself and for the benefit of other women who face violence and abuse in their relationships, Cassie said on a Thursday, November 16th, statement to the New York Times. What's more is that after those details came out, other pieces of information about the allegations from 50 Cent, pointing to the fact that what Cassie detailed might have indeed been the truth.
Matter of fact, they sent me the girl pictures, like pictures of this girl, like, not the shit that y'all saw. Worse, way worse. Like penetration pictures and
Nah, come on, man.
50 Cent's revelation was shocking, but there are even other just as shocking allegations about Diddy. Elsewhere in her filing, which was obtained by us, Cassie alleged that Diddy threatened to blow up Kid Cudi's car. Around that time, Kid Cudi's car exploded in his driveway, the document stated. A spokesperson for Cudi, whom Cassie started dating during one of her splits from Diddy, told the NY Times on Thursday that Cassie's claim was all true. The suit seems to have been the wake-up call YungMiami needed because the news about her escaping the situation came out almost immediately after Cassie's case started to go mainstream. However, it wasn't just Cassie's situation that seems to have motivated her to run, as it seems she might believe the control accusations about Diddy might be a pattern, as the rap executive has been alleged of having a hand in some other sinister reports, including the late Kim Porter, who, if I might add, was also his ex. Before Kim died, reports said she was allegedly working on a tell-all book, which many believe to be the reason she passed, thus the claims of foul play. You see, the majority of people believe that Kim's death was misdiagnosed. Well, as some of you might remember, Kim's death diagnosis was itself a big ordeal. The first coroner's report stated that toxins were found in her body and the cause of death couldn't be determined. But the first coroner mysteriously fell off the map, and the successive coroner reported the cause of death as lobar pneumonia. The Fink of the entertainment industry, Jaguar Wright, has said it best. Just dropped a major hint, suggesting that there might be some poisonous business going on. Yep, she subtly implied that certain toxins could cause symptoms resembling pneumonia. And guess who might be tied to this whole case? None other than the notorious Diddy himself. But wait, it gets even creepier. The first coroner who dared to go public with his findings about Kim Porter's death ended up, I kid you not. Tuffy News TV was the bearer of this shocking news. Talk about a chilling turn of events.
I've been told that he was the head of the snake into the investigation of the passing of Kim Porter. And not only that, y'all, he was the one who initially found something problematic.
Besides the story on Kim Porter, there have been other signs that Diddy might not be as innocent as he seems, as some people who have worked with the mogul in the past have hinted some things in that direction. And this was exactly the case with Danity Kane. The girl group, which included at various times Aubrey O'Day, Juanita D. Woods, Woodjit, Dawn Richard, Andrea Fimbers, and Shannon Becks, was formed on Diddy's iteration of Making the Band in 2005 and later signed to the rapper and producer's Bad Boy Records. O'Day shared her thoughts in a statement to ET, saying, "I am in full support of Cassie. It isn't easy to take on one of the most powerful people in this industry and be honest about your experience with them. I know what her heart is feeling right now because I have done so as well. May her voice bring all the others to the table so we can start having more transparent conversations about what is actually happening behind the scenes. There is a lot more to all of our stories. I'm no expert on subjects like this, but you have to agree that this isn't exactly a good look on Diddy. Nonetheless, we'll see where the new claims go from here. That's it for this video. Goodbye.